Good morning. We are back for round two. Let's see if the internet will hold out for me now. Alright, so I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you had a good Mother's Day. I hope you're able to spend some time with friends and family. So I'm going to just get right into it in case the internet does decide to dial me again. But, you know, we can talk ourselves into circles. We can analyze every single angle of what we're wanting to do. We can sit down and write lists, and you know how I am about notebooks and paper. I'm all for that. But we can get in this trap of sitting down and writing lists and writing out the pros and the cons until your fingers cramp and your brain aches, right? And still feel completely stuck. Just spinning our wheels, just going through the motions, because, and this truth is one that nobody really wants to admit, is we're in this overthinking mode. And the thing is, overthinking is not really a sign of intelligence. It's a symptom of fear. And the more that we indulge in overthinking, the more that we continue to try to analyze everything to its furthest point, we're just hypnotizing ourselves into paralysis. You've heard the term analysis paralysis. Well, that's what's going on there. The thing is, though, this is not permanent. This is not your identity. This is a trance, and you can break free from this negative trance. And I'm hoping in this video I will help you see how to do that, because we're in this trance of just thinking without acting. Most people just don't realize that they're stuck in this loop until it's too late. We'll call it processing or strategizing or weighing the options. But all it really is just delaying. Delaying clarity, delaying progress, delaying responsibility. And the longer that you delay, the more that your brain starts to associate this stillness with safety. You think you're protecting yourself, but really you're just reinforcing this negative trance because motion feels dangerous to you. But it's not. Overthinking is the illusion of control, but action is the beginning of truth. And somewhere inside of you, you already know what needs to happen. So why is it happening? Why are you overthinking? You're not stuck because you lack options. So let's just get that out in the open right now. Let's be honest. You're not stuck because you lack options. You're stuck because you're afraid of picking the wrong thing. You're afraid of judgment. You're afraid that clarity means commitment. And commitment means change. But clarity without action, it's just mental clutter. So you stay stuck in your head, where you can keep things hypothetical. You can keep them safe. You can keep them comfortable. But also unchanged, unlived, and unfulfilled. That's why there are so many smart men that feel secretly frustrated with their lives. They're doing mental gymnastics while their actual goals sit off to the side untouched. And it's costing them. It costs you to stay stuck in your head. So it's stealing from you every day. This overthinking steals time that you can't get back. That time is an unrenewable resource. Once it's gone, it's gone. And this overthinking is stealing that time from you. It's taking your energy that you could have invested in something productive. It's stealing your confidence. That confidence that can only come from actually doing something. Execution. Action. It's stealing opportunities that pass you by while you're still busy deciding. So let me be brutally honest. If you have to think about something for 6 months, you're not thinking, you're hiding. You don't need more information. You need more courage. And no, courage isn't fearlessness. It's forward motion in spite of the fear. So it's time to get moving. And here's 5 tools that I think will help you rewire your brain to stop overthinking. I want to make this practical. So here are 5 tools that even when your mind feels like it's in a headlock and you can't decide what to do, here's how to help you get moving, to help you break free from that overanalyzing and get out of your head. The first one is it's very simple. It's called the 5-second rule. And in hypnosis and hypnotherapy and NLP, we call that a pattern interrupt. We've got to break that old loop, that old recurring cycle that's going on and on and on and on and on for years and years and years. And so it's time to break that. And the 5-second rule is a great tool to help you do that. As soon as you feel yourself hesitating, debating whether to send that email or have that conversation or go to the gym, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then move. Do something right then. No analyzing, no second guessing, no reasoning. Just take action. Because the reason this works is that pattern interrupt. It breaks that trance before that trance takes root and starts looping. And it shifts you from autopilot to actually making a decision. So give that one a try. If you've got a situation that you feel yourself holding back on or wanting to get more information on or in that overanalyzing mode, try the 5-second rule. Count down from 5 to 1 and take action immediately. Another good one is the 2-minute move. And this is to build micro momentum. Because overthinking thrives on this vague, overwhelming problems. So if you shrink these vague, overwhelming problems down into the frame and pick saying the first sentence of whatever you're writing, motion before move. Because if you start something, the momentum usually keeps you going. And so a lot of mornings or days when I don't want to work out and I don't feel motivated to work out, I'll get up and I'll tell myself, okay, I'm going to do this for 2 minutes. And when 2 minutes is over, I can stop. I don't have to do it any longer. But the thing is once I get up and I start moving and I start working out, I have never stopped when that 2 minutes was up. And there has never been a workout that I have ever regretted finishing. So put that 2-minute move tool into practice. Then another tool is what I like to call it the decision deadline. This is how you reprogram your brain to stop that loop. Set a timer. Give yourself 10, 15, or even 30 minutes maximum. But don't go any longer than that. 30 minutes is plenty of time. Set that timer, and during that time, you make that decision, and then you move. If it turns out wrong, or the decision didn't go the way you thought it should, adjust, correct. You have time. Because indecision is not the protection that you think it is. It's erosion. It's breaking down all of that you've already built up. So set a timer and make that decision. Another one, and here comes the notebook. You knew it was coming, right? Get you a notebook, pen, and a paper, and set it aside just for things like this. You can call it the obstacle journal. And this is how it brings to light the real fears that you're experiencing. Overthinking, most of the time, is just a mask. And what you really need is honesty. You need to be honest with yourself. So get the notebook out, open it up to a blank page, and write at the top of that page, what am I afraid might happen if I take this action? Answer that question. Spend some time with it. Set a timer if you need to, but spend some time with it. What am I afraid might happen if I take action? Then ask yourself, what story do I keep telling myself that's keeping me stuck? What am I telling myself? What thoughts am I having about this that are keeping me stuck? And then another powerful question you need to learn to ask yourself is, what would I tell someone else in my situation? So really think about that. If someone came to you with the same challenges that you're dealing with, that you're in this loop, that you're inside your head, you're overthinking all the time, what would you tell them if they were stuck in that similar situation? Would you tell them, just keep analyzing, keep getting all the information you can, never take any action on it? No, you wouldn't tell them that. You would tell them, step out, take some action. If it's not the way it needs to be, correct, adjust, keep moving, keep correcting, keep adjusting, right? Because this writing in this notebook, this is not a journal. It's not the journaling process. We call it the obstacle journal, but it's not about journaling your feelings. This is about uncovering your emotional leash that's keeping you stuck. And then a fifth tool that you can use is what I like to call the 1-year mirror. So this allows you to zoom out quickly. And you ask yourself this question: if I did nothing and just kept thinking about this for a full year, what's it going to cost me? I mean, that's a pretty powerful question. If you did nothing and just kept going the way you're going for another year, what's it going to cost you? Now, you know language, and that I talk about how important language is. Let's flip that. So, if I wait, do nothing for a year, what's it going to cost me? Flip it now. If I took one imperfect step today, as soon as I finish watching this video, what might change in a year for the better? So if I keep doing what I'm doing, a year from now, what's it going to cost me? If I take one step today, even if it's imperfect, if it's not the best, if it's not the most ideal circumstances, but I take one step, how is that going to change for the better in the next year? Because this perspective that we're gaining, it helps clear that fog. And action anchors that. So it's time to break that negative trance. So what does that feel like? What does it feel like to break this negative trance? Well, at first, it's probably going to feel clunky and clumsy. And that's okay, because that's part of it. Movement after you've been paralyzed for so long, it feels awkward. But don't confuse the discomfort with doing something wrong. Discomfort is just a sign that you're finally stepping into motion. It means that the trance is breaking. It means that your mind is no longer in control of your mission. It means you're finally waking up. And what you do is who you become. You don't become decisive by waiting to feel confident. You become confident by doing the thing that you felt most unsure about. Because action leads to clarity. Clarity leads to momentum. Momentum reshapes your identity. You are not the person who overthinks. You're the person that's going to start leading their mind. And this shift does not happen with another motivational quote. It doesn't happen with another book. It doesn't happen with a road to Damascus breakthrough. It happens the moment you move. So move now. Right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break the trance today. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know. If there's anything you want me to cover in another video soon, let me know that as well. I'll be happy to do that for you. Alright, hope you have a great day, great Monday. We'll see you later. Bye.